the one left behind. All I want is the life I used to have when you were here, sharing our thoughts, our dreams, our laughter, and our love. When I woke each morning, I looked forward to the day because you were there, my companion and soulmate. Now the days feel empty, and the nights are long and cold. The memories of our times together are bittersweet and bold. I carry you with me in every breath and every sigh, for though you are no longer near, your presence will never die. There will come soft rain. By There will come soft rain and the smell of the ground, and swallows circling with their shimmering sound, and frogs in the pools singing at night, and wild plum trees in tremulous white. Robins will wear their feathery fire, whistling their whims on a low fence wire, and not one will know of the war, not one will care at last when it is done. Not one would mind, neither bird nor tree, if mankind perished utterly. And spring herself, when she woke at dawn, would scarcely know that we were gone. The Lamplighter by Robert Louis Stevenson. My tea is nearly ready and the sun has left the sky. It's time to take the window to see Leary going by. For every night at tea time and before you take your seat, with lantern and with ladder, he comes posting up the street. Now Tom would be a driver and Maria go to sea, and my papa's a banker and as rich as he can be. But I, when I am stronger and can choose what I'm to do, oh Leary, I'll go round at night and light the lamps with you. I just want to. I just want to be with the one I so dearly love, to hold her so close, keeping her all warm and safe, letting her know that she is my one and she is more than good enough for this man. I just want her to know how amazing she is, that since I met her, no other woman compares. That time of year thou mayst in me behold, by William Shakespeare. That time of year thou mayst in me behold, when yellow leaves or none or few do hang upon those boughs which shake against the cold, bear ruined choirs where late the sweet birds sang. In me thou seest the twilight of such day, as after sunset fadeth in the west, which by and by black night doth take away, death's second self that seals all up in rest. In me thou seest the glowing of such fire that on the ashes of his youth doth lie. Song of Myself, I by Walt Whitman. I celebrate myself and what I assume you shall assume, for every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you. I loaf and invite my soul, I lean and loaf at my ease, observing a spear of summer grass. My tongue, every atom of blood formed from this soil, this air, born here of parents, born here from parents the same, and Sacrifice by Paul Hensley. Once more we stand upon this bloodied ground. In this cruel game of fate we are ensnared. Our souls, alas to hell, are surely bound, as flames and screams fill the wretched air. A journey straight to the abyss below. On chariots of fire we are borne, till our final breath doth cease to flow, and our spirits from flesh are violently torn. Requiescat by Oscar Wilde. Tread lightly, she is near, under the snow. Speak gently, she can hear the daisies grow. All her bright golden hair tarnished with rust, she that was young and fair fallen to dust. Remember by Christina Gina Rossetti. Remember me when I am gone away, gone far away into the silent land, when you can no more hold me by the hand, nor I half turn to go yet turning stay. Remember me when no more day by day you tell me of our future that you planned. Only remember me, you understand, it will be late to counsel then or pray. Yet if you should forget me for a while, and afterwards remember, do not grieve, for if the darkness and corruption leave a vestige of the thoughts that once I had, better by far you should forget and smile, than that you should remember and be sad. Rain in the Void. Like drops of rain during a storm, they discover their minute significance. Their thoughts and worries rain on them. The darkness now emphasizing their nothingness as they stare into nothingness. Our Conquering Swords by Christopher Marlowe. Our conquering swords shall marshal us the way we used to march upon the slaughtered foe. trampling their bowels with our horses' hoofs, brave horses bred on the white Tartarian hills. My camp is like to Julius Caesar's host that never fought but had the victory. Nor in Pharsalia was there such hot war as these my followers willingly would have. Legions of spirits fleeting in the air direct our bullets and our weapons' points. Young Lady's Sixth Anniversary by Catherine Mansfield. Baby babbles, only one, now to sit up has begun. Little babbles quite turned two, walks as well as I and you. And Miss Babbles 1, 2, 3 has a teaspoon at her tea. But her highness at 4... Nature by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. As a fond mother, when the day is o'er, leads by the hand her little child to bed, half willing, half reluctant to be led, and leave his broken playthings on the floor, still gazing at them through the open door, nor wholly reassured and comforted by promises of others in their stead, which though more splendid, may not please him more. So nature deals with us, and takes away Nature by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. As a fond mother, when the day is o'er, leads by the hand her little child to bed, half willing, half reluctant to be led, and leave his broken playthings on the floor, still gazing at them through the open door, nor wholly reassured and comforted by promises of others in their stead, which though more splendid, may not please him more. So nature deals with us, and takes away mutability. We are as clouds that veil the midnight moon. How restlessly they speed and gleam and quiver, streaking the darkness radiantly. Yet soon night closes round and they are lost forever, or like forgotten lyres whose dissonant strings give various response to each varying blast, to whose frail frame no second motion brings one mood or modulation like the last. We rest. A dream has power to poison sleep. We rise. One wandering thought pollutes the day. We feel, conceive or reason, laugh or weep, embrace fond woe or cast our cares away. It is the same. For be it joy or sorrow, the path of its departure still is free. Man's yesterday may near be like his morrow. Naught may endure but mutability. Moon and stars. The wonders of the bright light starry night exceed all other mysteries, more wondrous than the clouds in blue skies, more lasting and deeper than the sun. The billions of distant lamps gazing upon their smiling father's cratered face. The father staring back at his children. Marriage a la mode by John Dryden. Why should a foolish marriage vow, which long ago was made, oblige us to each other now when passion is decayed? We loved and we loved as long as we could, till our love was loved out in us both. But our marriage is dead when the pleasure is fled. 'Twas pleasure first made it an oath. If I have pleasures for a friend, and farther love in store, what wrong has he whose joys did end, and who could give no more? 'Tis a madness that he should be jealous of me, or that I should bar him of another. For all we can gain is to give ourselves pain when neither can hinder the other. Magnetism. As you come around again, I feel no anger or pain. Love is the only strain that we both took in vain. My heart is pure when I say I love you, something I hate admitting to. Why do we waste time like we're waiting in queue? Please stop playing these games. There's much to do. Love's Secret by William Blake. Never seek to tell thy love, love that never told can be, for the gentle wind does move silently, invisibly. I told my love, I told my love, I told her all my heart, trembling, cold, and ghastly fears, she did depart. Soon as she was gone from me, a traveler came by, silently, invisibly. He took her with a sigh. Isn't it a magic by Rashmi Buragohain? Isn't it a magic that we met the bend of the road where wildflowers bloom? I thought of you by Sadell. I thought of you and how you loved this beauty, and walking up the long beach, all alone, I heard the waves breaking in measured thunder, as you and I once heard their monotone. Around me were the echoing dunes, beyond me, The cold and sparkling silver of the sea, we two will pass through death and ages lengthen before you hear that sound again with me. A Poet, a Pen, and a Bird in the Form by Scott Loring. A poet once picked up a pen as his custom for ages had been, but he sat on a bird and his screams could be heard over country and valley and glen. So he picked that poor bird up and shook it till its neck was considerably crooked. Then he threw it quite far and went out to a bar. By Edgar Allan Poe. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child and she was a child, in this kingdom by the sea, but we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee, with a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that, long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. Baby Charlie by Sidney Lanier. He's fast asleep. See how, O wife, night's finger on the lip of life bids whisk the tongue so prattle rife of busy baby Charlie. One arm stretched backward round his head, 5 little toes from out the bed just showing like 5 rosebuds red, so slumbers baby Charlie. Calm is all nature as a resting wheel by William Wordsworth. Calm is all nature as a resting wheel. The kine are couched upon the dewy grass. The horse alone, seen dimly as I pass, is cropping audibly his later meal. Dark is the ground. A slumber seems to steal o'er vale and mountain and the starless sky. Now in this blank of things, a harmony, home felt and home created, comes to heal that grief for which the senses still supply fresh food, for only then, when memory is hushed, am I at rest. My friends, restrain those busy cares that would allay my pain. Oh, leave me to myself, nor let me feel the officious touch that makes me droop again.